of the year, and we're underway. Buckeyes receiving the kickoff as Brandon Maiden's out on the loose, cuts it to the right. He's got one man to beat at the Vinton County 35, and he's still going. Brandon Maiden's into the end zone on the opening kickoff.
No flags. Nice job by the front line of the Buckeyes on the kickoff, getting that open block and letting Brandon cut outside and go for a touchdown.
And there's that cannon.
We like hearing that noise.
We want to hear it early and often, and so far we've heard it early. Hopefully we'll hear it often.
Tell you, last week, special teams basically won the game for the Buckeyes, and to come out and get another touchdown on special teams is huge.
Well, last week, Ryan Cunningham with a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown and a 55-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And now it's Brandon Maiden on tonight's opening kickoff. Robert Gabriel kicking the extra point, and it is good. Buckeyes regular kicker Trevor White could not be here tonight, but Gabriel steps in and puts the Buckeyes' first extra point up and through. So we've only played 12 seconds here in this TVC opener, but the Buckeyes own a 7-0 lead. Kicking off for the Buckeyes will be Bear Lewis, again in the absence of Trevor White. Bear Lewis kicks it away, and the Vikings, and a little mix-up in the kickoff receiving team of Vinton County, and the man will go down back at the 17.
Steve Young got down quick on the kickoff team, made a great tackle. Hey, the Buckeyes have really started this football game off great.
Quarterbacking Vinton County is Chris Bethel. He's a junior, and he's thrown for 282 yards, and he's rushed for over 100 yards.
Yeah, I believe Chris has been started as a freshman, so he's got plenty of experience on the Vinton County offense running the quarterback position.
Main running back for Vinton County is Wes Harkins. He wears number 8, and he's rushed for 465 yards and 4 touchdowns. Handoff goes to Harkins, and he has stood up in the backfield. Ernie Perkins.
I tell you, Chad Berry and Jed McClain was there awful quick, and you know, I had a chance to watch the film from last week, and Jed McClain and Chad Berry had an excellent game on the rushing end of the ball. They made some excellent tackles on defense last week.
Joe Martin also playing well for the Buckeyes. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Vikings after the 2-yard loss back to the 15. Bethel will throw it to the left. A little bubble screen for the Vikings. And Vinton County will take it out to their own 33-yard line. And that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, Trimble, actually Trimble ran that same, showed that out of a 3 wide last week, and was real successful with it. And Vinton County obviously maybe have seen that last week and put that in their game plan this week.
1st down and 10 for Vinton County on their own 33-yard line. Out of the I formation. Handoff to the first man through. Not much there for Vinton County. A gain of close to 2.
Ernie Perkins getting up off the ground there, made an initial stop for the Buckeyes.
Sean Avery on the carry for Vinton County. Pickup of caught 1, and it brings up 2nd down and a short 9 for the Vikings on their own 35. Chris Bethel over center. Now he's throwing it out to this side. And the Buckeyes will bring down the receiver at the 38-yard line after a pickup of 3, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Vikings.
Chad Berry coming up tight on the pass, was only finger lengths away from deflecting that ball.
Obviously a big game here tonight. Buckeyes want to get off to a 1-0 start in the High Division and even their record at 3-3, and also some computer points hanging about. The Buckeyes in 16th place this week. 3rd down and 5, handoff on a little counter play and nothing doing. Buckeyes all over it. Nelsonville-York claims they got the football, but the officials say it was pulled out after the forward progress was stopped.
I believe from the scouting reports I've seen this week, Vinton County has used the wishbone almost all year, so that's the first time we've seen it tonight.
Be a loss of 1, and it's 4th and 6 as Powell will punt it away for Vinton County. Powell gets it away. Cunningham and Maiden back deep. Cunningham takes it on the run, and let's see if the Buckeyes are able to get it back. Vinton County, they say they have it, and they do. Risky play by Ryan Cunningham running up on that punt reception.
Last week, Ryan had a big game on punt returns versus Trimble, and you can see Coach Boston Jr. telling him, running up that fast, you need to slow down, get underneath the ball, and make the catch first.
Of course, he's just being aggressive, wanting to make a play for the Buckeyes. But Vinton County will have it at the Buckeye 46-yard line. First turnover of the contest. Buckeyes up 7-0 on the opening kickoff return by Brandon Maiden. Bethel back to pass, throws on the left side, has a man. Plenty of running room, and it's to Powell, and he takes it down to the Buckeye 29-yard line for a first down on a gain of about 17.
So Bethel got some nice quick release.
.8:15 remaining in the first quarter. Bethel back to pass, throwing along on the left side. Buckeyes in position, and it's David Jolly on the interception.
He's got a couple lead blockers in front of him.
There is a flag down where the interception occurred.
But obviously can't be offensive pass interference. David had excellent coverage on the receiver.
He returns it out to the Buckeye 37. It is on Vinton County. Offensive pass interference. The Buckeyes will decline, and they've got the football.
Hey, after last week, the Buckeyes should, they've seen about every type of passing game that could be thrown at them. So, only had Vinton only sent one receiver out, little fade pattern, and David did a good job staying in front of it and getting in the interception.
Jolly just a sophomore. Buckeyes got a lot of young players playing and looking. Of course, the game last week, Trimble, a young team. Buckeyes 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Cunningham straight up the middle. Nice hard running by Cunningham as he takes it out close to the 42, close to a 5-yard pickup.
Like Eric Mullins from the Vikings in on the tackle.
Of course, last year the Buckeyes won by pretty comfortable margin down at MacArthur. Second down and 6 for the Buckeyes on their own 41-yard lines where they spot it. Hand off to Brandon Maiden on the right side, and he plunges out about a half-yard shy of a first down to the 46.
The offensive line of the Buckeyes from game 1 to game 5 has improved dramatically. I tell you, we go into the powered offense, and we're starting to see the Buckeyes picking up 4 yards a carry and against some much bigger opponents. So they're doing a great job right now.
Of course, obviously early in the season, you would expect it with a new coaching staff, and of course the players having to learn a new system, and the coach is getting to know the players and what they can do. And Buckeyes with the first down out to the 49-yard line on a gain of 3.
Changing the system, a lot of people think, it might not be that hard, but when you change from the system the Buckeyes were in for 10 years, from an wide open offense to a tight offense and trying to power the ball, it takes some time to get to do that, and they're doing now. You can definitely tell they're doing a good job.
Buckeyes with the false start. Ricky Craig jumped a little bit, and of course, a lot of times that's the only time they get their names called is when they make a mistake. But Craig, along with the rest of the offensive line, has been playing good football.
And Ricky's a senior this year, and I've known him for a long time, and he's an excellent young kid and a good football player too.
Hand in motion, Buckeyes. First down and 15. Pitch out to Maiden. Has some open running room to the 45 of Vinton County. Knocked out at the 42. That's going to be a gain of 14. The Buckeyes will be just about a half-yard shy of a first down.
And leading the way for the Buckeyes was big number 63. Steve Young got out there and made a good block to help Brandon get another 4 or 5 yards.
6:21 to play in the first quarter. Buckeyes up 7-0 on the Vikings. Jay Edwards at quarterback, the freshman, hands it off to Kenny Handa. And he's finally taken down right around the 40-yard line of Vinton County, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Looks like the rain is starting to come in Boston Field.
A little drizzle falling. And we like it right where we're at, up in the press box. Again, as we've said last year, this press box is really nice, really something. Of course, named after Jack Simon, longtime PA announcer for Nelsonville-York. Another nice pickup for the Buckeyes. Gain of about 4 for Ryan Cunningham to the 35 of Vinton County.
Tell you, just straight dive football right now for the Buckeyes. And, you know, and as I said earlier, we're getting 3 or 4 yards a run.
At center for the Buckeyes, Adam Wilson. Jay Edwards at quarterback. Buckeyes out of the eye. Edwards back to pass, throwing on the left side to Eric Davis, and it falls incomplete. Right around the 10-yard line of Vinton County.
Yeah, Eric, looked like Eric was able to get behind the defensive back, and Jay laid the ball up just a tad outside, and Eric still almost brought the catch in.
So now the Buckeyes with a 3rd down and 6.
Of course, our last home game, Eric had a huge game on offense, so it was nice to see the ball getting thrown back to him.
Buckeyes out of the power eye, and it'll go to Brandon Maiden on the right side. He's kicking it out, but he's hit and knocked down for a yard loss. Back to the 36 of Vinton County, and it brings up 4th and 7 for the Buckeyes.
Jay Simmons came up quick, made the tackle. It looked like Brandon tried to break it, cut it up outside. Maybe if he stayed behind the line there, maybe he might have been able to get a couple yards, but, you know, with Brandon's speed, I'll tell you, he's done a good job of cutting it out all year.
And the Buckeyes will go for it on 4th down and about 7 at the Vinton County 36-yard line. A couple wide receivers to the right, one to the left as Jay Edwards drops back to pass, throwing on the right side, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Chad Berry, and Vinton County has held on downs. Buckeyes up 7-0 here in the early going. Again, Brandon Maiden returns the opening kickoff for a touchdown for Nelsonville-York. It's been special teams for the Buckeyes the last couple weeks.
Special teams has been huge. You know, you work a lot on offense and defense, and not very many teams work on special teams, and it's definitely paid off for the Buckeyes.
Vikings out of the wishbone on 1st and 10, and the handoff goes to Barney. And he'll take it out to the left side, out to about the 39.
Jolly McLean made a nice tackle for the Buckeyes.
Michael Barney coming in with 161 yards and a couple touchdowns for Vinton County. Brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings on their own 39-yard line. Out of the wishbone once again, Chris Bethel at quarterback. Handoff on the left side to Barney, and he's hit by Chad Berry and dropped after a gain of 1 to the 40.
Tell you, Ernie Perkins was deep in the backfield, and I'm not sure if he was supposed to be the lineman that was supposed to get trapped on the play, but he made the initial hit, and he was able to get cleaned up by Chad Berry. Tell you, Chad's made moving him back to linebacker has definitely paid off for Chad. He's been able to get into a lot more tackles and get into the ball awful good.
Third down and a long 6 for Vinton County on their own 40-yard line. Bethel hands it off to the first man through, and there's a pile there as the Buckeyes stack it up for a yard loss back to the 39.
Tell you, Ernie Perkins again getting off the bottom of the pile, and he's done a great job in the middle of that line, defensive line for the Buckeyes.
Ball carrier was Justin Haynes. Yard loss. It brings up 4th and 7 for Vinton County on their own 39 with 3:05 to play in the first quarter. Maiden and Cunningham back deep for the Buckeyes as Greg Powell will kick it away for the Vikings. Gets it away. And the Buckeyes will let that one fall as it takes a Vinton County bounce inside the 30 and will be down at the Nelsonville-York 26. Also, congratulations to Ryan Cunningham. We mentioned earlier he had that 75-yard punt return for a touchdown, 55-yard kickoff return for a touchdown against Trimble. We also had 126 yards rushing. And I'd like to say congratulations to him. I noticed he was named the TVC Player of the Week on Gridiron Glory last week.
Yeah, I tell you, Ryan's, I think, averaged almost 100 yards a game since game 1, from moving from tailback to the fullback position. He's a nice ball player.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 from their own 26. Pitch coming to Brandon Maiden on this side. Vinton County all over it as Greg Powell will take down Maiden. And that's going to be a loss of about 3 for the Buckeyes. Well spotted at the 22.
Tell you, Powell did a good job fighting off that lead block of Cunningham and able to get to Brandon.
Buckeyes going out of the power eye with Cunningham, Jolly, and Maiden in the backfield. Edwards back to pass, and he throws to Eric Davis, trying to get away from that first tackler, but unable to do so. He'll get it back to the original line of scrimmage on a gain of about 3. Buckeyes 3rd down and 10 from their own 26.
Tell you, every completion Jay throws definitely builds confidence, even if it's just a small little 3-yard out pattern. And last couple weeks ago against Memphis, Jay had a great throwing game, and I believe they're probably going to let Jay throw a little bit more tonight.
Option coming, pitch out to Maiden. It's open, nice block by Eric Davis. Maiden crosses the 50, nice cut, and he's taken down at the Vinton County 38-yard line. 36-yard run for Brandon Maiden.
Just like that, Brandon goes from losing 3 yards on one play to picking up almost 40 yards. And a great block out here by Eric Davis. Took out 2 blocks. And I'll tell you, Brandon was able to pick up almost an additional 20 yards after that block.
Nice blocks by the offensive line for the Buckeyes. Because
that all starts by Jay Edwards carrying the ball all the way out till he just gets ready to get hit. And it has to be a perfect pitch, and it was a nice job by Jay.
Ryan Cunningham straight up the middle. He'll plunge to the 36 on a gain of 2. Next week, the Buckeyes will be home again to host the Meigs Marauders, who they're having their struggles this season. And Vinton County will go home to host the Alexander Spartans.
Alexander came off a big win against Federal Hocking last week, and I believe they're playing Belpre tonight.
Buckeyes 2nd down and 8. Pitch out to Brandon Maiden on the right side, trying to get the corner, but the Vikings will close it off and bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock running at 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It's been a quick quarter.
That could be the last play of the first quarter, as I see we don't. Coach Boston's holding David Jolly back and bringing over the offense.
So that'll be the end of the first quarter here at Dave Boston Field. It's been a good one for the Buckeyes. They lead the Vikings 7-0. About ready for second quarter action. Buckeyes 3rd down and 8 at the Vinton County 36-yard line. Little reverse action to Kenny Handa. Flag comes in. Kenny Handa trying to break away from trouble, but unable to do so. He'll be taken down for a loss, and again, a flag is down.
I would say holding probably on the Buckeyes.
Tell you what, an arm on that official. He threw that flag across the field.
Be an interesting call here for Vinton. Are they going to take the penalty and move the Buckeyes back 10 yards, and give them third down over, or will they decline it for fourth down?
Of course, holding on the Buckeyes, and it is declined by Vinton County, and that brings up a 4th down and 8 for Nelsonville-York.
Good opportunity here for the Buckeye special teams to pin the Vikings deep in their own territory.
Brandon Maiden will be doing the punting. Brings up 4th down and about 12 for the Buckeyes on the loss. Maiden gets the punt away, ends up being a Vinton County bounce as it goes ahead and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. If the Vikings will have it on their own 20.
Snap was kind of low, kind of rushed Brandon, and like you said, nice low kick, but it got a Vinton County bounce.
Of course, other games around the area tonight, a big one down at Jackson, Athens and Jackson.
Yeah, I believe Athens still 5-0, and Jackson coming off that heartbreak loss last week to Gallipolis is 4-1, and
Jackson scores right at the end, and they thought they had the game won, and Gallipolis pulls it out of the fire for, I think it was 34-30 win. Bethel back to pass, throwing out on the left side. Nice play by Nick Hicks.
Tell you, Nick was just a step shy of having it and getting 7 points. Looked like Vinton was trying to set up a little screen pass out here on the side, and Nick reacted well and knocked the pass down.
Trimble opening up Hocking Division play in the TVC, hosting Eastern. Alexander at Belpre. Of course, the Spartans still looking for that first Ohio Division win in school history. Meigs at Wellston and Southern at Federal Hockey. 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings on their own 20. Bethel hands it off to Harkins, and he's hit hard.
Joey Martin, number 54. As soon as he touched the ball, Joey was right there. Excellent play by Joey Martin.
Tell you what, he didn't just take him down, he took him down hard. Nice hard hit.
I could hear the hit all the way up here.
Timeout called by Vinton County. They're reeling a little bit right now. Buckeyes playing excellent football, leading 7-0, 11-12 remaining in the first half, and Vinton County facing a 3rd and 15 back on their own 15. So the Vikings, after their called timeout, facing 3rd and 15 back on their own 15. Buckeyes trying to hold and get good field position. Bethel rolling on the left side. It looks like it's a run all the way. And he's back inside the 10. The ball's loose. He's in the end zone. It's a safety. I'll tell you what, the Buckeye defense playing lights out.
I'll tell you that, I'd mentioned it earlier, you know, the Vikings, their strength's running the ball, and the Buckeye strength on defense is stopping the run. And right now, the defense of the line of the Buckeyes is definitely winning that battle.
Bethel was rolling with it. It was a run all the way, and you could see he knew he was in trouble, and as he turned to cut back, the ball was knocked out, and he finally recovers it, but the Buckeyes take him down in the end zone for the safety. Nelsonville-York gets 2 points. It's 9-0, and of course Vinton County has to punt it or kick it away from their own 20. Whatever they decide to do.
You know, and it just wasn't one Buckeye was back there. There was probably 3 or 4 Buckeyes there for that tackle. So once again, the Buckeyes should get excellent field position here.
Greg Powell will be kicking from the Vinton County 20-yard line. Of course, the Buckeyes with Brandon Maiden as the deep man. He's already returned 1 kickoff for a touchdown tonight.
Vinton does have some excellent kickers. They've always been known to have some excellent kickers, and that's why Brandon's still sitting back at his 20-yard line.
Again, Buckeyes playing a very tough Trimble team last week, and a tough Vinton County team here tonight. And when you got 2 closely matched teams, special teams a lot of times will win the game, and right now the special teams are special for the Buckeyes. Let's see if they can do something here. Picked up by Ryan Cunningham. Crosses midfield, the 45 of Vinton County, and is taken down at the 43. Buckeyes with excellent field position.
Brought down in there by number 78 of the Vikings. That's Jeremy Habron, sophomore. Great field position for the Buckeyes, starting to drive at the 41-yard line.
We've played 1 minute here in the second quarter, and the Buckeyes own a 9-0 lead over the Vikings. Out of the I formation, Cunningham at fullback, option coming this side, pitch out, Brandon Maiden, running room. And he's knocked out at about the 35-yard line. About an 8-yard pickup for Nelsonville-York.
Nice job by Jay bringing the ball again right down to the last second, making a good pitch to Brandon. David Jolly had a good block out here and was able to pick up a nice 7 yards.
Kenny Handa coming in with the play for Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes facing a second down and a short 3. Ball spotted at the Viking 35. Handoff straight up the middle to Cunningham, and he'll take it down to about the 31. And
once again, a flag from all the way on the other side of the field. And I'm guessing holding.
Holding on Nelsonville-York. Seems like a lot of times you don't see the holding coming in from that side official, but he's done it a couple times tonight, and
yeah.
maybe he is seeing it. Vikings taking the penalty. It'll be marched back to the Vinton County 43-yard line, and it'll bring up second down and about 11.
Buckeyes will go back to the spread formation.
Jay Edwards back to pass, throwing along on the right side to Eric Davis, and he's got it. Knocked out of bounds at the Vinton County 10-yard line. Pickup of about 33 yards.
Once again, Eric Davis was able to run right by the receiver. Jay stood in the pocket. Excellent pass.
They'll actually spot it at the Vinton County 11. So the Buckeyes can get a first down at the Viking 1. Nine nothing. Nelsonville-York on top and looking for more. Out of the power I, it goes to Ryan Cunningham straight up the middle, and he plunges down close to the 6.
Once again, good job by the Buckeye front line.
Pickup of close to 5 for Ryan Cunningham. He really hits the holes quick.
Say one good thing that Jay's doing, and Brandon also on that quick dive, they're carrying out their fakes.
Brandon Maiden has it. He dives into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Nelsonville-York.
Hey, there was about a 4-foot hole through there, and Brandon went untouched till he got about the 1-yard line.
15-0 Buckeyes with the extra point attempt upcoming. Again, Rob Gabriel will try to put it through the uprights. Brandon Maiden holding. The kick is blocked by the Vikings of Vinton County. So the extra point attempt fails, but the Buckeyes have a 15-0 lead on Vinton County with 9:53 to play in the first half. Bear Lewis will kick it away for the Buckeyes.
Back deep for the Vikings is Sean Avery. And I believe Josh Osley.
Bear Lewis kicks it away for the Buckeyes, and that's going to fall at about the 22. Picked up.
I see a hole in the middle of the field.
And returning that ball was Josh Osley.
Eric Davis staying back on containment made the tackle.
So Vinton County will have it on their own 42-yard line, trailing 15-0. Other than that brief shower, it's really a beautiful night for high school football as long as those showers stay away.
Got a great crowd tonight for homecoming for the Buckeyes.
Once again, Chris Bethel at quarterback for Vinton County. Harkins at tailback. He'll take the pitch coming around to this side of the field, and he'll take it down to the 47 as Barry hits him hard as Perkins has him around the legs.
I tell you, Chad Barry has just become an excellent linebacker.
Flag is down, holding on Vinton County.
About a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, it looks like Chad Barry just loves playing linebacker. He looks like he loves playing defense. Of course, it was a defensive end.
An all-league defensive end.
Moves to linebacker and is playing it well along with Jed McClain.
I believe going back to linebacker gives Chad a little bit more freedom to roam the field. And over the last 3 or 4 games, you can definitely tell he's enjoying it.
First down and about 17 for Vinton County, back on their own 35 after the holding call. Bethel throws it out to the right to Greg Powell, and he's taken down by Nick Hicks after a gain of about 8. It'll bring up second down and 9 for Vinton County at the Viking 42.
Once again, a little bubble screen. You can tell the Buckeyes know exactly what's coming. Chad's been close every single time they've thrown it. He's just been 2 or 3 inches away from deflecting that ball.
Clock running under 9 minutes remaining in the first half in a game that's been all Nelsonville-York up to this point. Pitch out to the right side to Harkins, and he's stuck hard right at the 45-yard line and falls forward to the 46.
Looks like Charlie Wynn over there making a good hit for the Buckeyes.
Big gain of about 3, and it brings up third down and 6 for Vinton County. Ball resting on the Viking 46-yard line.
Yeah, last week against the Tomcats, Charlie came up, made a good hit, and they thought he had a slight concussion. He actually sat out about almost the whole second half of that game. It's nice to see him back in the lineup tonight.
Out of the I formation. Vikings facing third down and 6. Chris Bethel back to pass, being rushed. It's a screen over the middle to the fullback. Chad Barry unable to bring him down. The Buckeyes finally get him down at the Nelsonville-York 45, but not before a Viking first down. Gain of about 8.
First series for the Viking in the second quarter. The Vikings actually tried to throw a little screen out to the flat, and this time they threw a middle screen and picked up first down.
I can still remember those. When I think of a middle screen, I think of Brad Woodson back in the state championship year, catching that little. Buckeyes just killed teams with that all year long with that screen over the middle.
It's a great play as long as the defensive linemen are coming at you. It's when they're standing there waiting for the pass, it kind of scares you.
Bethel throws out here in the flat to the Buckeye 40, and he's taken down at the 39-yard line at a big gain of about 6 for Vinton County.
David Jolly on the tackle. I tell you, I'm quite surprised to see the Vikings coming out in spread formation throwing the ball.
Second down and 4 for Vinton County at the Buckeye 39-yard line with 7:18 remaining in the first half. Nelsonville-York with a 15-0 lead. Bethel straight back to pass, being rushed by Chad Barry, gets away from trouble. But Bethel goes down. He'll be sacked for a 2-yard loss at the Buckeye 41.
Nice rush by Chad Barry, forced Bethel up in the pocket, and John McCullough and Ernie Perkins was able to bring him down for the 2-yard loss.
Best pass defense is a good rush. Buckeyes got it right there. Brings up 3rd and 6 for Vinton County. Out of the I formation, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bethel rolling right. Looks like he's going to run with it, but he's going to be taken down by Kenny Handa. A flag comes in early in the play. Nice play defensively by Kenny Handa.
Looked like Vikings might have jumped the count a little bit too soon over here on this far close end of the field.
And obviously on about a 9-yard loss, the Buckeyes will decline that penalty. Coach Boston waving those arms.
You know, it looked like a run off of Bethel on a sweep, and to me it looked like it was a little slow. Both runs by Vinton County just looked like a little slow getting moving, and with our speed at the ends, we're in the backfield before he even gets a chance to turn the corner.
Vinton County calls a timeout as they face 4th down and about 16. 6:20 remaining in the first half, 15-0 Nelsonville-York. Vinton County will punt it away on 4th and 16, back on their own 49-yard line. Greg Powell will kick it. And the Buckeyes once again with Cunningham and Maiden back deep, standing at the Buckeye 15. Punt is away. It's a short, high punt. It'll land at the Buckeye 33 and take a Vinton County bounce and out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Buckeye offensive line just doing a great job. You see Mike McLean jogging onto the field, 6'6", 290. Of course, we mentioned Adam Wilson. He's 6'3", 238. You got Joe Martin.
Jed McLean, and then it goes down to 5'5", 130-pound Steve Young.
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
He's just as tough as all of them.
Yes, he is.
Buckeyes 1st and 10. Option coming this way, pitch out to Maiden, tries to cut it up, slips a little bit and is taken down. Be a loss back to the 25, a loss of 2.
It's a loss of 2, but I tell you, it'll open up some stuff for the Buckeyes. As long as they continue to run the option and hitting Cunningham with the quick dive, something's going to open up. The linebackers will spread out a little bit, try to stop Brandon on the option, and Cunningham's going to be able to break one right down the middle of the field.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Jay Edwards at quarterback, dropping back to pass, throwing a quick one over the middle to Chad Berry, and it falls incomplete. There is a flag down.
I believe we're going to have motion on the Buckeyes.
Five and a half minutes remaining before halftime. 15-0. Nelsonville-York on top. A legal motion, as you said, on Nelsonville-York. You would imagine the Vikings would decline this, and they do. Legal motion on the Buckeyes decline. That brings up 3rd down and 12. Buckeyes on their own 25-yard line. Out of the power I. Handoff straight up the middle, Brandon Maiden, and he'll take it out to the 30, but that's about it. He'll gain about 5 yards. It'll bring up 4th and 7.
Looked like the Buckeye coaching staff wanted to make sure that they didn't have any interception or anything, and pinning the Buckeyes back deep in their own territory on defense. So it's probably a good call right now for the Buckeyes. Nice quick run by Brandon and punt the ball away.
Especially the way the defense is playing. You don't want to put them in any bad situations. They're really playing well.
Say we had a bad snap, and Brandon made a good recovery to get that ball away.
Vinton County will have it on their own 40-yard line. They've got 4:48 remaining in the first half to work with, trailing 15-0. I'd like to remind you that Buckeye football being brought to you by the Nelsonville TV Cable Company. We're here because we care.
So far, the Buckeye defensive line has done another great job against the rush. Right now, they've held the Vinton County Vikings for under 20 yards rushing.
Of course, you got John McCullough and Stephen Young, Ernie Perkins, Ricky Craig, and Kenny Handa. 1st and 10 for Vinton County. Bethel back to pass, being rushed, and he's going to go down for a sack.
Joey Martin again, and all that started by a good front line rush and the blitz by one of the Buckeye linebackers, and forced him up in the pocket and flushed him right into Joey Martin.
Second down and 16 for Vinton County. Back on their own 34-yard line. Bethel back to pass, rolling right, being rushed by Martin and Handa, and he's hit by Handa right as he releases the football.
You know, and I don't know if, and we got an illegal lineman down the field, and
now another flag comes in, a late flag, back where the quarterback was hit, and they're calling intentional grounding on Vinton County.
That was a run. That was actually a bootleg by Bethel, and big number 73 of the Vikings, Charles Dunlap, 6'5", 310-pound tackle, was pulling out. Bethel got rushed really hard and decided to ground the ball to lose instead of taking the sack, and had illegal lineman downfield. It's a nice job to see the officials pick that up.
Joe Martin right in there again. I believed earlier when I was mentioning the defensive line, I said Ricky Craig, who plays on the offensive line. It's Joe Martin wearing number 54 for the Buckeyes. Third down now and a lot. Third down and about 35 for Vinton County. Handoff goes to Powell around the right side, and that's nothing doing, a loss.
Little reverse by the Vikings, and Kenny Handa and Jed McClain in on the tackle, along with Chad Berry.
Vinton County back on their own 15-yard line with the football. They need to get to the 50 for a first down. Brings up 4th and 35.
Good opportunity here for the Buckeyes to get excellent field position and put another one in before the half.
Still 3:22 remaining in the first half. Buckeyes already lead it 15-0. Greg Powell punting it away. It'll be taken on a hop by Ryan Cunningham. Juggles a little bit. Nice run by Cunningham as he dives down to the Vinton County 35.
Excellent field position for the Buckeyes. Like to see about a 3-minute drive here and put another 6 points on the board.
Of course, again, it is homecoming here at Nelsonville-York, so we'll have the homecoming queen being announced at halftime. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Edwards back to pass, and he's being rushed, and he'll go down back at the 41-yard line on a loss of 6.
Looked like another fade route to Eric Davis, and covered well by the Vinton County Vikings. Number 15, Jay Simmons.
They'll spot it at the 40, so it'll be a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and 15. Davis splitting out wide to the left. Jolly and Berry wide to the right. Handoff to Cunningham up the middle. And he'll dive down to the 34-yard line, and he'll pick up close to 7. And actually, they'll spot it right back to the original line of scrimmage at the 35, so it brings up 3rd down and 10.
Tell you, Buckeyes, all, with the quick hitter and Brandon and Jay are carrying out their fake on the option, and as I mentioned earlier, it's going to open something up in the middle of that football field.
1:55 remaining in the first half. 15-0 Nelsonville-York. 3rd down and 10. Edwards with some time, throwing long on the right, but it's overthrown to Chad Berry down at the Viking 18. So the Buckeyes at the Viking 35 on 4th down and 10 with 1:48 remaining. See if the Buckeyes elect to go for it or punt it away, and looks like Nelsonville-York will take a timeout to talk things over. Minute 48 remaining in the first half. Buckeyes 4th down and 10 at the Viking 35. The Buckeyes will go for it. And as you said, the Buckeyes could throw a pass down the field, and even if it's picked off, they'll have it deep in their own territory. Pitch out to Maiden. It's a halfback pass. He's throwing along on the right side, and it is incomplete. It looked like the intended receiver was Eric Davis.
Davis had a step on him, and I think Eric actually kind of slowed down because he saw Chad Berry in the same area, and once he realized that ball was going to be over Chad's head, he tried to catch back up to the ball, and I think if he'd have stayed running, you're looking at another 6 points.
So Vinton County takes over on their own 35-yard line with a minute 42 to play in the second quarter.
Of course, what the Buckeyes definitely don't need now is for Vinton County to jump in on a quick touchdown and then receive the ball in the second half.
Get a little momentum.
Yes.
The Buckeyes have had their way with the Vinton County offense up to this point. Chris Bethel at quarterback out of the I formation. Handoff to the first man through, and as soon as he took the handoff, he is hit by Ricky Craig.
We got a penalty on the play. I don't know if it's celebration penalty or if someone said something on the tackle.
Unsportsmanlike on Nelsonville-York, so the Buckeyes don't need that, and they really have avoided the penalty for the most part up to this point. Of course, you make a great play, you don't want to take it away by getting the unsportsmanlike, but the Buckeyes get it.
I really didn't see anything that was done, so that must have been something that was said. It was just a great tackle in there by the Buckeye line.
So now Vinton County 1st down and 10 on their own 46-yard line with a minute 22 to play in the first half. Pitch out on the right side to Harkins. And he's upended right at midfield. Pickup of about 4 for Vinton County. Jed McLean on the tackle for the Buckeyes.
Looks like the Vikings took their, should be 3rd and final timeout. Stop the clock with 1 minute, 11 seconds to go in the half.
Defensive coach Tom Ferns jogs out on the field to talk with the Buckeyes. 1:11 to play in the first half. 15-0 Nelsonville-York. Second down and 6 for the Vikings at midfield. Once again, out of the I formation as Chris Bethel drops straight back to pass. Throwing long on the left side, he shows a good arm, but it'll fall incomplete at the Buckeye 19. David Jolly on coverage.
Looks like David had good coverage on that.
Intended receiver was Josh Oosley. He's a 6'3", 170-pound wide receiver. Pretty good size. So now it's 3rd and 6 for Vinton County after the incompletion at the 50-yard line. 1:06 to play in the first half. Bethel pitches it out on the left side to Wes Harkins. He's got the first down and more as he's knocked out at the Buckeye 40-yard line with 58 seconds to play.
It was a nice job by David Jolly make that tackle because I didn't see anyone else over on this side of the field.
And they say he did not get out of bounds, so the clock stopped momentarily for the first down. And now it's running again with 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
Looks like Ryan Cunningham, which took some time off on defense, is now back into the game for Steve Young.
Bethel dropping back to pass, throwing, has his man. It's a little hook and lateral, and Charlie Wynn has taken the lateral. Charlie Wynn still running inside the 20, and he fumbles it. And I believe they say he was down. There's still 19 seconds remaining in the first half. Vinton County running the hook and lateral.
And there's a flag up here at where he tried to lateral the ball too. Should be a forward lateral that we should be able to decline, and we should be able to take the ball from where Charlie was tackled at.
Let's see what the call is.
Oh, they just gave the ball back to the Vikings, but I think they might have made the wrong, and no, they're still saying Viking football.
Looks like they called the illegal forward pass was the signal.
And I think both sides are kind of confused right now on who has the ball.
Of course, Vinton County running the hook and lateral where you make the forward pass downfield and then the receiver catches it and pitches it back to another man, but Charlie Wynn steps in front and takes the pitch. Should be Nelsonville-York football. Again, the signal was illegal forward pass.
You know, there's some confusion on both sides because I don't think we know who has the football.
It looks like the Buckeyes do have it at the Vinton County 16 with 19 seconds left. Back to pass, is Edwards, and it falls incomplete. That one was thrown short, and fortunately for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, it looks like number 22 of the Vikings, that would be Sean Avery, made a nice attempt to bring that in. And if he'd have been able to stay on his feet, he might have been able to get 6 points for the Vikings. 14
seconds remaining in the first half, and the Buckeyes call a timeout as offensive coordinator Tom Taggart jogs out on the field. 14 seconds remaining before halftime. Buckeyes 15, Vikings nothing. Buckeyes second down and 10 at the 16 of Vinton County. Edwards throwing long on the right side to Chad Berry, and it falls incomplete in the end zone.
Nice pass by Jay. Looked like Chad might have just overran the ball a little bit.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Nelsonville-York, 8 seconds remaining. So the Buckeyes still have time for a couple plays.
Brandon Maiden came up, made a big hit, saved Jay from getting sacked. Probably would have been the last play of the quarter, and now Buckeyes still have an attempt to put one in before the half.
Buckeyes still have a couple plays left, assuming that they throw to the end zone. Edwards back to pass, a little lob pass to Ryan Cunningham, but it falls incomplete with 4 seconds remaining in the half.
This ball is definitely going to have to go into the end zone on this play. And it's probably a good thing that ball fell incomplete. Tried to hit Cunningham coming out of the backfield, and two Vinton County Vikings was waiting on him, and that definitely would have let the clock run out.
So this will probably be the final play of the first half. 4th and 10 for the Buckeyes at the Vikings 16. Nelsonville-York leading 15-0. Out of the shotgun, Jay Edwards. And he's going to be tackled back at the 20-yard line, and that'll do it. It's halftime here at Dave Boston Field. And the first half was all Buckeyes. They lead the Vikings 15-0.
Ricky Patton and Rick Smart. And now for the senior queen candidates. The first candidate is Shasta McQuaid. Shasta is the daughter of Tony and Patricia McQuaid of Nelsonville. Shasta has been a cheerleader for 3 years and played softball. For 4 years. Shasta is this year's senior class president. She is escorted by Brian Thomas, son of Barbara Round. The next candidate is Ashley Fitterer. Ashley is the daughter of Mike and Kathy Fitterer of Nelsonville. She has played volleyball. Ashley is also a member of the National Honor Society and a 4-year member of the Nelsonville-York Choir. Ashley's escort is Rob Guess. Rob is the son of Jimmy Joe Guess of Nelsonville. The final candidate is Ashley Meisner. Ashley is the daughter of John and Mary Oakley of Buckville. She was a member of student council for 3. Her escort is Justin Giddy. Justin is the son of Janie and Mike Bishop of Nelsonville. The 2003 homecoming queen, Ashley Standall, will crown this year's queen, the 2002, excuse me. At this time, I would like to announce our 2003 homecoming queen. When the carrier pigeon arrives, I will announce the queen is Shasta McQuaid. Let's have a good hand for the new queen. Student Council is sponsoring the homecoming dance following tonight's game. The dance will be in the high school cafeteria and will end at midnight. Thank you.
You know how long it takes you to drive home.
And Brian score, Athens 21, Jackson 22.
Athens 21, Jackson 22. They're losing right now at halftime by
again, congratulations to Shasta McQuaid, the 2003 homecoming queen. About ready for the second half kickoff. Buckeyes up 15-0 here at homecoming at Dave Boston Field. Bear Lewis kicking it away.
Caught by an up man, and I tell you, he's brought down quick in there by Ryan Cunningham.
Tell you what, Jackson involved in another shootout this week. Again, losing 34-30 last week at Gallipolis. They led late in the game, and Gallipolis scored right at the end to win it. And, of course, Jackson winning big against Athens late in the first half, but the Bulldogs come right back.
Yeah, reports are that Athens recovered onside kick, score with 2 seconds to go in the half, make it 22-21.
Jackson on top.
Another design run by the Vikings. I just don't understand it right now because it doesn't look like Bethel's getting up to speed trying to turn that corner, and they're continuously missing the blocks on this defensive end. And once again, Steve Young comes up big with a minus yardage tackle.
Loss of about 4 for the Vikings.
They had some quick rushing stats for Vinton County. The Buckeyes held them to 1 yard rushing in the first half.
And obviously that's the Vikings' bread and butter, is rushing the football. They've scored 12 touchdowns this year rushing and only 1 passing. Bethel back to pass, being rushed by Kenny Handed. He'll go down along with Chad Berry.
Tell you, that definitely doesn't help your rushing average. That's another minus 20 yards.
Jed McLean right there on the sack also.
That's 20 minus 20 yards on 2 carries by Bethel. And the Buckeye defensive line is just getting to Bethel before he even gets a chance to plant his feet.
So now it's 3rd and about 27 for Vinton County. Ball back on their own 20-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle. It goes to Barney, the first man through, and he gets positive yardage out to about the 26, a gain of 6, but brings up 4th and 21 for the Vikings.
Once again, the Buckeye defensive line's doing a great job.
Good old good one between the Ironmen and the Bulldogs down at Jackson. And we got a good one here. The Buckeyes playing solid football. Punt is away by Greg Powell, taken by Brandon Maiden at the 45 of the Buckeyes. Nice move, but he slips and goes down right at midfield.
Hey, I'm kind of wondering just how slick that field might be. Brandon's made about 2 or 3 cuts in this game and is falling down. And we did have some rain earlier in the first quarter, so I'm kind of wondering how it's affecting some of the footing out there on the field.
Buckeyes on top, 15-0.
Brandon led the Buckeyes in the first half with 9 carries and 66 yards rushing. And Cunningham chipped in with 24 yards on 6 carries.
Buckeyes out of the I formation. Option coming. Pitch out to Brandon Maiden. He loses the handle on it. And it looks like Vinton County's got it at the Buckeye 49.
Brandon had definitely had a seam on this side, pitched a little bit behind Brandon. And this is what we definitely don't need right now for the Buckeyes. We definitely don't need Vinton County to get some confidence and start moving the ball.
9:47 to play, third quarter. Nelsonville-York 15, Vinton County nothing. Really, after week one with Chris Hewitt against Athens, the Buckeyes have just shut down the run.
And Hewitt had a decent game.
Ball loose. Bethel picks it up, but he'll go down for a loss.
Jed McClain again in on the tackle, and along with Ernie Perkins.
Jed McClain fired up.
Another minus yardage play for that defensive line of the Buckeyes.
Loss of 2 back to the Viking side of the 50.
Back to Chris Hewitt in that first game. Buckeyes held him in almost the whole game, and he just had a couple of big plays. And they held him to about 105 yards, I believe.
Out of the wishbone, second down and 12. Buckeyes jump. Offsides on Nelsonville-York.
Of course, in high school, all you have to do is cross the plane. You don't get a chance to get back.
At other levels, you have to make contact or be into the cross as it's hiked. But
automatically blows dead, and 5 yards for the offense.
Second down and 6 now for Vinton County at the Buckeye 46. Bethel back to pass, being rushed by Kenny Handa, who's been all over Chris Bethel. The completion made to Greg Powell. He's got a first down for Vinton County at the Buckeye 39. Gain of about 7.
They ran a screen, and once again, 73 is getting downfield a little bit too far. I'm really surprised they didn't call Lyman downfield again on that. Bethel did have a decent first half passing ball. I had him 7-11, 1 interception, 71 yards.
Vinton County first down and 10 at the Buckeye 39-yard line. 15-0 is the score. Buckeyes on top. Out of the wishbone, Bethel back to pass, throwing long on the right side, and it falls incomplete. The receiver had his hands all over it. Looks like Oosley on the far side.
Charlie Wynn on the coverage, and Oosley showed his speed there as he went by Charlie, and it was definitely 6 points.
Again, Oosley at 6'3", and of course Charlie at 5'10". But Oosley unable to pull it in.
Nice throw by Bethel.
Second down and 10 for the Vikings at the Buckeye 39. Out of the wishbone. Handoff goes to Barney, and he'll take it down to the Buckeye 33 on a gain of about 6. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Jed McClain on the tackle. See John McCullough coming out of the game and replaced by number 54 of the Buckeyes.
Michael Barney with a 6-yard pickup.
I guess Joey Martin now in on the defensive line.
3rd down and 4 for Vinton County at the Buckeye 33. And the ball's loose. Bethel looking for it, picks it up, and he'll go down for a loss back at the 35, maybe at the 36.
Huge play for the Buckeyes. Now it puts the Vikings in 4th down and long territory, and we'll see if they'll go for a punt or if they'll go for it.
Brings up 4th down and 7 for Vinton County. Back on the Buckeye 36. 7:14 to play, 3rd quarter. Game has really moved along quickly. Both teams like to run the ball, keep the clock moving. 4th and 7 for the Vikings as Bethel drops back to pass, being rushed, throws over the middle, has his man, the fullback.
It's wide open, and he's
still going. Gets up to David Jolly. He can't get him. And Vinton County's on the scoreboard with 6:52 to play in the 3rd quarter.
36-yard screen pass is what that amounted to, and a nice little 5-yard pass, but he was able to take it the distance.
Sean Avery on the catch and touchdown for Vinton County.
sometimes when you're pretty aggressive up front, that play right there will come back and get you.
Bethel had just enough time to get that off. Going for two are the Vikings. A couple wide receivers to the right, one to the left out of the I formation. Chris Bethel over center. He's rolling right, being rushed by Kenny Handa, throws, and it is caught for the two-point conversion. So all of a sudden, Buckeyes were up 15-0. Now it's 15-8 Nelsonville-York with 6:52 to play, third quarter. Brandon Maiden back deep for the Buckeyes.
Of course, last time they kicked to Brandon took it all the way for a touchdown to start the game, and we'll see if they kick to Brandon or try to get a little squib kick in here and keep the Buckeyes deep in their own territory.
On up ahead of Brandon to receive the kick is Eric Davis, Ryan Cunningham, and David Jolly, and of course they can run the football also. Greg Powell will kick it away for the Vikings. Nice kick. It's coming to Brandon Maiden at the 8-yard line of Nelsonville-York. Brandon still running, and he's still on his feet, and he'll be finally taken down at the Nelsonville-York 34-yard line.
Will be interesting to see how the Buckeye offense comes out and how they react to that Vinton County touchdown. And the Buckeyes moved the ball well on the ground in the first half, and just some nice quick dives to Cunningham and on the option to Brandon.
Buckeyes out of the I formation, two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Edwards with a handoff to Cunningham up the middle, running room out to the 40, maybe the 41 on a gain of about 7. Nice pickup for the Buckeyes. It'll be a long 6 or a short 7 on the pickup.
Cunningham only touched the ball 6 times in the first half. That kind of tells you how quick the clock ran with both sides running the ball.
Second down and a long 3 for Nelsonville-York. Hand off to Brandon Maiden. He's got the first down and more as he'll take it out to midfield. Pickup of about 8 for Brandon Maiden.
And that's what the Buckeyes did good in the first half. They just ran the ball right at the Vikings and was able to pick up some positive yardage.
6 minutes remaining, third quarter. Buckeyes on top by 7. Edwards over center. Handoff goes to Cunningham up the middle. Still fighting for yardage. Takes it to the 47 of Vinton County on a gain of close to 3. Second down and 7 for Nelsonville-York at the Vinton County 47. Cunningham and Maiden in the backfield. Edwards keeps it himself, and he has open running room. Takes it down to the Vinton County 30-yard line on a gain of 17.
That was a nice call by the offensive coordinator of the Buckeyes.
Of course, we saw Jay come into the Athens game when the game was already decided and had a real nice game running the ball out of the quarterback position. Buckeyes first and 10 at the 30 of Vinton County. Maiden with the handoff, breaks a tackle, crosses the 20. He breaks away and he'll go down inside the Vinton County 10-yard line.
Number 45 made a touchdown-saving tackle for the Vikings. That's Timmy Pettit. And Brandon, great job of bouncing outside.
23-yard pickup, and the Buckeyes will have it first and goal at the 7.
Brandon getting close to that century mark again.
Of course, we talked about what a great game Ryan Cunningham had last week, over 100 yards rushing. Brandon Maiden also had over 100 yards.
I tell you, the last 3 games, I think they've both had 100 yards each game.
Cunningham keeps it up the middle on the quick hitter. He'll take it down to the 5, gain of 2.
It's nice to see the Buckeye offense coming back after giving up a touchdown and marching the ball down the field, get ready to push one in here.
Ball spotted just inside the 5-yard line of Vinton County. Second and goal for the Buckeyes. Handoff straight up the middle. Still not in. The ball will be marked right around the 2. Cunningham picks up 2 or 3 yards.
Big third down play here for Nelsonville, 2-yard line.
Ball spotted just outside the 1-yard line. Buckeyes got a couple plays to pick up the touchdown and get that comfortable lead back. Buckeyes in the T formation with hand to Cunningham and Maiden in the backfield. It'll go to Ryan Cunningham. He's hit in the backfield, struggles forward for the touchdown.
Tell you, that's pure fullback play right there. Ryan got hit 1.5 yards deep and carried the defender right into the end zone for the touchdown.
Buckeyes 21, Vikings 8. Let's see if the Buckeyes will attempt the extra point or go for 2. Gabriel connected on the first extra point, but had the second blocked.
I believe they'll probably go for 2 from here on out.
Especially being up by 13. I have to, again, as we mentioned earlier in the game, Trevor White, the regular kicker for the Buckeyes, could not be here tonight. Buckeyes going for 2. Jay Edwards fighting for the goal line, but not getting in, so the 2-point conversion fails. 21-8, Nelsonville-York on top with 3.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bear Lewis will kick it away for the Buckeyes. 13-point Nelsonville-York lead.
Nice drive by the Buckeyes, coming back after the Vinton County touchdown and marching it right down the field.
Be picked up at the 20-yard line by the Vikings. And he'll take it out to the 37-yard line, and that was Timmy Pettit for the Vikings. 3:23 to play in the third quarter. Again, next week the Buckeyes will be right back here at Dave Boston Field to host the Meigs Marauders. Then, of course, the week after that, they head to Wellston, down at Wellston. Pass out here to the side to Ousley, a little high, and it goes through the hands of Ousley.
Tell you, it was a good job by Buckeye coaching staff and to yell at the defensive backs of the Buckeyes, because if that pass is thrown backwards, of course, that's a lateral, and Jolly just walks into the end zone.
Second down and 10 for the Vikings. Vinton County on their own 37-yard line. Closer to the 38. Bethel back to pass. Throwing along over the middle to the right side, pardon me, and it falls incomplete, and a flag flies, and we might have interference.
Tell you, we've had some really questionable calls at home this year on pass interference calls, and really don't know how they called that on Charlie, because Charlie was definitely not touching the receiver.
Pass interference on Nelsonville-York. It seemed like the previous game questionable call was right in that same spot on the far side of the field, right around the 25-30-yard line.
Yeah, and what's interesting, the official that's back in the secondary didn't call it. It was actually the line judge who called the penalty.
Vinton County 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 43. Pitch out coming to this side. Harkins does well just to hold on to the football to be a yard loss.
And that was all brought on by Steve Young getting a good rush up the field to make Harkins turn in. And
actually be 3-yard loss as they spot it back to the Buckeye 47. 2:45 to play in the third quarter, 21-8 Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes trying to go 1-0 in the TVC.
Bring their overall record up to 500, and they've been playing good ball pretty much ever since that second game down at River Valley.
Bethel throws it out to the left side, and that might have been a lateral, and Greg Powell catches it, but he just goes down back at the 49-yard line. That'll be a loss.
And that, that was a lateral.
And that's a loss of about 6 yards. Back to the Vinton County 49. Clock running, 2 minutes remaining third quarter.
Of course, what the Buckeyes got to watch here is the screen again that the Vikings have had a lot of success in this game with.
Third down and about 17 for Vinton County. Bethel back to pass. Throwing along on the left side. Going for Ousley, and David Jolly knocks it away. A flag comes in.
Their goal called pass interference on David Jolly, and David once again had perfect coverage.
Interference on Nelsonville-York.
Ball was thrown way over the receivers in Jolly's head, and David actually made a good attempt to come back to the ball. And
hey, if you're Vinton County right now, just hang up the pass. If you don't catch it, you might get the flag.
Of course, now we have Dave Boston going out and just asking for the reasoning on these penalties.
1:36 remaining in the third quarter. 21-8, Nelsonville-York on top. Of course, David Jolly has just as much right to the football as Josh Ousley has for Vinton County, just as long as you don't go through him.
The Buckeyes, have dominated this game, and penalties have kept Vinton County in the game.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Vinton County at the Nelsonville-York 36-yard line. Buckeyes up by 13, 1:36 to play, third quarter. Out of the I formation, the Vikings are. Flag moves in, flies in, and it's a legal procedure on Vinton County.
Nice job by the front line of the Buckeyes. Bethel giving them that hard count, and they're staying in their stance and watching that football.
1st and 15 back at the Buckeye 41. Vikings with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, out of the I formation on 1st and 15. Bethel follows the fullback after the fake handoff, and he'll pick up 1 to the 40.
Jed McClain on the tackle.
Second down and 14 for Vinton County at the Nelsonville-York 40-yard line. Chris Bethel over center, dropping straight back to pass, being rushed, throws, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage and hit by the Buckeyes. Intended receiver was Scott Boyer.
Nick Hicks on the coverage and made a great hit.
And that brings up 3rd and 14 for Vinton County.
I believe probably 2 down territory now with for the Vikings, down 21-8 late in this third quarter.
From the Buckeye 40, 3rd down and 14, Vinton County. Official timeout. And now we're ready to go. Bethel dropping back to pass, throwing along on the right. And it is caught down inside the Buckeye 5, right around the 1-yard line. Nice catch on the far side. I believe that was Josh Ousley. So the Vinton County has it 1st and goal at the Buckeye 1 with 42 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Once again, big plays right now are bringing Vinton County right back into the football game, and we'll see how the defensive line of the Buckeyes do here.
Out of the wishbone. Hand off to Harkins. He dives for the touchdown. It's 21-14 Buckeyes. Let's see if Vinton County will kick the extra point or go for 2. They were successful on a 2-point conversion earlier.
Now that they're down, just down 7 points, I'd really be surprised if they go for 2.
Vinton County's going to burn a timeout here. 24 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 Buckeyes. Looks like Greg Powell will attempt the point after touchdown. Vinton County trails by 7. Powell will try to make it 6. Nice snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. 24 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-15 Nelsonville-York. Greg Powell will kick it away for Vinton County.
And the Vikings right back in the football game again. Brandon Maiden back deep along with Cunningham, Jolly, and Eric Davis.
Powell kicks it away. It's coming to Brandon Maiden. He'll take it at the 8-yard line. Crosses the 20, and he is clothesline taken down at the 24.
Say right now the Vinton County Vikings are got a lot of confidence right now.
See if the Buckeyes can answer it again. Vinton County scored, and the Buckeyes in the very next possession took it down the field and put another one on the board. Vinton County has scored and aided by a couple of pass interference penalties. Handoff goes to Brandon Maiden, and Vinton County a little bit fired up. Be a pickup of about 1, maybe 2, as Maiden crosses the 25. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter of play here at Dave Boston Field. Nelsonville-York with a 21-15 lead over Vinton County. Bring up 3rd down and close to 5 for Nelsonville-York.
Say Eric Mullins of the Vikings is starting to really come alive over on defense. He's really pumped up, and now Buckeyes are faced with a 3rd down and 5.
Vinton County trying to hold and get the ball back while they've got the momentum, trailing by 6. Buckeyes out of the I formation. Pitch out coming to Brandon Maiden to this side. Needs to get to the 35, but he's knocked down. The ball's loose, but Ryan Cunningham jumps on it for the Buckeyes. So Nelsonville-York holds on to the football, but they will have to punt it away.
And Vinton County's done what they wanted to do. Was able to stop the Buckeyes, and now they're going to get the ball in excellent field position.
4th and 4 for the Buckeyes on their own 30-yard line. Brandon Maiden will punt it away. Josh Oosley back deep for the Vikings, standing at the Vinton County 38-yard line.
And Oosley has definitely hurt the Buckeyes so far tonight.
Nice snap. Brandon Maiden gets it away. Takes a Buckeye roll inside the 40, inside the 35, and it will be down at the Vinton County 33.
I tell you, that's a good roll for the Buckeyes. Doesn't give Oosley a chance to return the ball, and
be a 37-yard punt for Brandon Maiden. No return.
Now it's time for the Buckeye defense again to step up and
take the game back over like they did earlier.
Yeah, it's a shame because, you know, they've done a great job tonight, and, you know, they've given up one long pass and they've had a long screen pass, and, you know, they've absolutely stopped the run. So they've played great ball. They just had 2 or 3 penalties that have just killed them tonight.
Vikings 1st down and 10. Hand off to the first man through. Nothing there at all.
Chad Berry came up quick, made a tackle.
Gain of about a half yard for Vinton County. Ball resting at the Viking 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, I really think Vinton's going to start spreading it back out again and throwing the ball downfield. They had success on 2 pass interference calls, and why not go back to it?
2nd down and 9 for the Vikings on their own 34-yard line out of the wishbone. Chris Bethel at quarterback. Hands it off, coming to this side of the field. Nice play by the Buckeyes as Nelsonville-York will take him down.
Chad Berry slowed him down, and then Jed McClain was able to come in and clean it up. And, the Vikings last 2 plays had, -1 yardage rushing the ball. And,
Loss of 1 back to the 33-yard line to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10. .15 remaining in the game. Out of the wishbone, Chris Bethel. Passing situation, back to pass, throwing on the left side to Greg Pound. The Buckeyes will stop it after a gain of 3.
That was that little outside screen, and this time the Buckeyes were ready for it. And, they picked up 1 yard or 2 yards on the play.
Brings up 4th down and 8. Vinton County brings on the punting unit. 8:50 remaining in the contest as Ryan Cunningham and Brandon Maiden drop back deep to receive the punt. So the Buckeye defense
once
stood up to the challenge.
Yes, they did. Nice job by the Buckeyes.
Greg Powell will punt it away. Low liner. Tumbling towards Ryan Cunningham, and he might have touched it, but maybe Brandon Maiden got on it. Looks like Maiden did get on the football. He did. Heads up play by Brandon Maiden getting over there.
Brandon's telling him now when it's bouncing, let's get away from it right now. And we're in a close game. We definitely don't need any turnovers at this point.
8:23 to play. Buckeyes up 21-15. Nelsonville-York has it on their own 27-yard line.
The Buckeyes had some success in the first half with the option, and we might be able to see that again right here.
Hand off to Brandon Maiden, and he'll take it out to the 29. Short pickup on the play.
Just had another score in on that Athens-Jackson game, and now Athens is up down 22-8. It's stormed back and is up 29-22.
I'm sure the 107.7 crew enjoying that one down at Jackson. Vinton County holds the Buckeyes to a short gain, out to about the 32-yard line. Nelsonville-York 3rd and 6 now.
Maiden on the carry, and he's brought down in there by Matt Faber of the Vikings. Looks like we'll have a 3rd down and long 6 now.
7:24 remaining in the game. Buckeyes up by 6. They'd like to keep possession of the football. Pitch out to Ryan Cunningham. The ball's loose. A flag comes in. Looks like Cunningham got back on it.
Might have had motion on the Buckeyes. Of course, Vinton will decline that penalty.
And as you said, motion on Nelsonville-York. Vikings say we'll decline it and take the football. Nelsonville-York will have to punt it away.
Once again, it looks like Vikings should get good field position to start their drive.
Josh Housley dropping back deep for the Vikings, standing at the Vinton County 40.
Sean Avery also steps back a little farther for the Vikings.
Brandon Maiden gets it away.
Kicking it away from Housley.
Lands at the 46 of Vinton County, takes a Buckeye roll, and Ryan Cunningham catches it at the 41.
Yeah.
.705 to play. The Buckeye defense Needs to do it one more time, and really, as you said, they've really been doing it pretty much all night. It's just the yellow rag came into play on the last Vinton County drive on a couple pass interference calls.
The front line of the Buckeyes has just dominated this game. They've held Vinton County, and just on a quick glance, I know for well under 5 yards on the ground all night. So, they've done their job. They've just, unfortunately, have had some calls not go their way.
Bethel hands it off to the first man through, and he's drugged down.
Ernie
Not
Perkins.
much there.
Ernie Perkins on the tackle for Nelsonville-York.
Gain of about a half yard, called a gain of 1 for Vinton County. 2nd down and 9.
Hey, once again, they're trying the heart of the Buckeyes in that middle of the field, and that front line is just not going to let it happen tonight.
Vinton County from their own 41-yard line, 2nd down and a long 9. 6.5 minutes to play. Buckeyes up 6. Bethel dropping straight back to pass. Throws here on this side, and it's caught for a gain of about 4 to the 45 of Vinton County, and to bring up 3rd and 5.
Chad Berry over here on the tackle. Nice throw by Bethel.
Clock continues to run with 6 minutes, 8 seconds to play. Of course, a week ago at this time, the Buckeyes were holding on to a 3-point lead on the Tomcats over at Gloucester Stadium.
Yeah, anytime A.J. Jenkins has the football in his hands at the end of the game, I tell you, that's awful scary.
3rd and 5 for Vinton County from their own 45. Hand off on the left side, and he'll go down. Nice hit by the Buckeyes.
Nick Hicks comes up strong, makes a great hit on the running back, and it looked like he was actually going to be able to bounce outside for a couple yards, and Nick just reacted quick, came up, made a great hit.
Still plenty of time left in this game, 5 minutes, 20 seconds. You figure Vinton County will punt it away on 4th and 6 on their own 44. Buckeyes drop back Maiden and Cunningham.
There looks like
they're going to go for it. And now Nelsonville-York will take the timeout. So Vinton County here rolling the dice. Still plenty of time left in this game. 4th and 6 back on their own 44-yard line, and they are considering going for it. 21-15 Buckeyes. Jackson has put another touchdown on the board. It's 29-29 down at Jackson. The Bulldogs and the Ironmen.
2 weeks in a row for the Ironmen. They're not going to, they're not going to sit there and let the Bulldogs run up and down on their football field.
So here we go, Vinton County.
Hey, this is really a surprise call for me. I'm really surprised they didn't try to pin Nelsonville back deep and go for a turnover.
4th down and 6 for Vinton County on their own 44. Bethel back to pass, being rushed, throws on the left side, and it's caught. Greg Powell gets the first down at the Buckeye 48.
Hey, that's a big-time throw for Chris Bethel.
So the gamble pays off for head coach Jeff Downs and the Vikings.
Hey, if they mess up, don't pick up the first down there, the Buckeyes got the ball, 1st and 10 on their side of the field, and
and even if they can't move it, then they could
punt
it deep, and Vinton County would have to go almost the length of the field, but the Vikings pick it up. They pick up the first down, 1st and 10 at the Buckeye 48 with 4:56 to play in the game, and a flag comes in.
Looks like they didn't break the huddle with enough players, and
obviously if that's the case and they run somebody out on the field, it's a legal substitution.
That'd be a 5-yard penalty, and of course if they they run a play with 12, then you're looking at a 15-yard penalty. And So it's time again for the Buckeye defense to step up.
1st and 15 for Vinton County. The ball marched back into Vinton County territory at the Viking 47.
Tell you now we're looking at possible delay of game on the Vikings.
The man jogs out late, bringing in the play for Vinton County, and now they hustle to the line of scrimmage. There it is, delay of game on Vinton County. And it'll be 1st and 20. So the Vikings shooting themselves in the foot after getting the big 4th down conversion pass play.
And all it's doing is getting the Buckeye fans and the Buckeye football team all fired up again. And I don't think that's good for the Vinton County Vikings.
1st and 20 for Vinton County on their own 42. Out of the wishbone. Bethel back to pass, being rushed, throws, he's got a man, and Greg Powell. A flag comes in. We might have a holding on Vinton County. Powell inside the Buckeye 30 to the 25.
I think it's going to end up being a clip. Looked like they cut back. David Jolly tried to make a tackle. It looked like he got pushed in the back. Tell you, the screen passes have really hurt the Buckeyes tonight.
Blocking the back on the Vikings. As we said earlier, Vikings got a good bit of help on their last touchdown drive by 2 pass interference calls, one of them especially questionable. And now the Buckeyes getting a little help by way of penalty.
Oh, there was no doubt there was hands in the back on the Vinton County lineman that was coming out for the screen, pushing David Jolly, and the official just standing right there in front of it had to throw the flag.
So it'll be 1st down and 22. The ball on the Vinton County 40-yard line. They've got to get it to the Buckeye 38 for a 1st down. Out of the wishbone. 4.5 minutes to play. Buckeyes up 6. Bethel throwing long on the left side, and there's a push-off. And that'll be offensive pass interference on Josh Oosley. The flag comes in.
And you could up here in the booth, you could definitely see Oosley's hands pushing Brandon Maiden right in the back.
No doubt about this call. Offensive pass interference.
And if it's not, I hate to hear the crowd here at Nelsonville.
Offensive pass interference on the Vikings.
And Oosley probably did a good job. You know, Brandon probably would have came down with that ball. So, you know, it's better to give up the 10-yard penalty than give the Buckeyes the ball back with 4 minutes to go.
Now to bring up 1st down and 37 for Vinton County. Back on their own 25.
And the Vikings are late getting into play again.
.4:22 to play in the game, 21-15, Nelsonville-York. Bethel with the lateral pass. That's a free ball. The Buckeyes all over it. Let's see if they give it to Nelsonville-York.
I think they're blowing it dead again. That is definitely looking like a backwards pass, and you know the Buckeyes are doing the right thing. They're jumping on that football.
They called that an incomplete pass. Of course, we're a little bit of an angle here, so maybe we're not seeing it, but sure looked like it was a backwards pass there. Vinton County, 2nd down and 37 from their own 25. 4:14 to play in the game. They trail the Buckeyes by 6.
Here it comes,
little
backside.
Counterplay. Nice hit by Brandon Maiden at the Vinton County 32. A gain of 7.
That play looked like it was going to go for a good bit, and I'll tell you, Brandon came up, made a great hit, and number 42 of Vinton County, Scott Boyer, is kind of walking off the field slow.
So that'll make it 3rd down and 30 for the Vikings. Clock running, 3:45 to play in the game.
Of course, now probably Vinton's definitely going to have to go for it on 4th down. They definitely need to watch a little screen pass again.
Bethel being rushed. Kenny Hander with a sack. Back at the 14, Stephen Young. I believe I said Kenny Hanna, but Stephen Young right there.
Tell you, Steve fought through 2 defenders to make that tackle, and when he made a hit, Bethel didn't have a chance. He went down immediately. Now Vinton will probably definitely have to punt. If not, they're going to give the Buckeyes the ball inside the 15-yard line.
It's going to be 4th down and about 47 yards back on the 15 of Vinton County. Timeout on the field, 3:07 to play. Buckeyes 21, Vikings 15. Vinton County 4th down and about 47 back on their own 15-yard line.
And we still don't know what the Vikings are going to do here. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt the ball away to the Buckeyes?
They're between a rock and a hard place. Only 3 minutes remaining in the game, down by 6, and they've already burned a timeout or 2. And it looks like they're going to punt it away. Buckeyes with Maiden and Cunningham back deep. And a few linemen took off for Vinton County before the ball was snapped.
For a minute there, I thought maybe it was a fake punt for Vinton County, and I don't know if the officials whistled the ball in yet. Like I said, if I was Nelsonville-York, I would probably just bring my defenders up and let that ball bounce. Make sure that Vinton County doesn't try a fake punt right now. And
don't risk the fumble.
Exactly.
Now Maiden and Cunningham has walked up a little bit to the Vinton County 35. It looks like we're more in a prevent defense now.
Looks like they're trying to put some more time on the clock.
(21-15), Nelsonville-York with 3 minutes, 5 seconds to play. Again, 4th down and 47 for Vinton County back on their own 15.
The Buckeyes should definitely come out of this with great field position, and I do see that Maiden and Cunningham are up tight, and they are.
Now punts it away, and as you said, Maiden and Cunningham will just turn around and watch the ball roll, which smart thing to do for the Buckeyes, and Vinton County will down it at the Nelsonville-York 39 with 2:59 to play. Buckeyes up 6. So the Buckeyes last week against Trimble, after recovering the fumble inside the 10, needed to pick up a couple first downs, and they did just that to run out the clock. They need to do it again here in this ball game as Brandon Maiden breaks away. How about a touchdown? Forget the first down.
Hey, and they're not going to catch Brandon.
He's gone. A 62-yard run for Brandon Maiden, and that puts the icing on the cake.
Tell you, just a nice quick power play, and Brandon stayed low, and I don't think they could find him, and he bounced out. And once he's out in the open, there's not too many people to go catch him.
27-15, Nelsonville-York with 2:48 to play.
Looks like the Buckeyes will try to kick the extra point. I see Rob Gabriel out on the field.
Brandon Maiden will be holding for the point after touchdown. Of course, he quarterbacked the Buckeyes in the loss to Athens.
Vikings have had some good rush on this extra point.
Nice snap, and it's up, and it is good. Rob Gabriel puts it through. It's 28-15. Nelsonville-York with 2:48 to play in the 4th quarter. Buckeyes 2 minutes and 48 seconds away from evening their record out to 3-3, and of course being 1-0 in the TVC, and a huge win here. You figure Nelsonville-York, Vinton County, Wellston, and Belpre are the 4 teams that really have a legitimate shot at winning the Tri-Valley Conference, so the Buckeyes have passed the first test.
Yes, and of course Wellston, which was picked, I believe, to win the Ohio division, they're struggling a little bit right now. So, Nelsonville has definitely got a chance to take this Ohio division title this year.
And the Bucks look to be getting better and better week by week. Bear Lewis kicks it away. Taken by an up man for Vinton County. Crosses the 35 and knocked backwards. And now Jed McLean a grabbing by the ankles, along with a host of other Buckeyes.
Hey, the Buckeye defense has just came up big all night, and I think Vinton has got to be a little bit surprised that the Buckeyes was able to come out and just dominate the front line like they have been.
And Vinton County really had a lot of people back along the line, and as you said, the game's won in the trenches, and really the Buckeyes have won it right there, both sides of the ball. Bethel back to pass. Vinton County needing a quick score. It's complete to Josh Ousley at the 47. Out of bounds to stop the clock.
Tell you what, the Buckeyes definitely don't want to do here. They still don't want the Vikings to score and march down the field, because I'll tell you, it's Vinton County is throwing the ball extremely well right now. Bethel has got a very nice release, and the receivers are running really nice patterns and getting open.
Vinton County, 1st and 10 from their own 47. Bethel back to pass, being rushed, throws, and it's incomplete. Looking at the computer rankings this week, in Division 1, Region 3, Logan 15th. Division 2, Region 8, Jackson is 7th. Division 3, Region 11, Gallipolis 7th, Athens 10th, Vinton County 16th. Division 4, Region 15, Federal Hocking 17th, Alexander 18th, and Wellston 21st. And we'll get to the rest of them here after this play. 2nd down and 10 for Vinton County on their own 47. Bethel back to pass, being rushed. It's a little screen and nearly picked off by Jed McLean.
And that's how you defend a screen right there. And after 2 or 3 times of success on that middle screen, Jed stayed home and almost came up with the INT.
In Division 5, Region 19, Belpre is 11th, Nelsonville-York 16th. And they moved up 7 spots with that big win over Trimble. And again, Vinton County coming in at 3-2, so the Buckeyes will move up a little bit more this week. Division 6, Region 23, Trimble with the loss to the Buckeyes dropped to 3rd. Eastern is 13th. It's always fun to watch the computer rankings as the season goes on. Pass, and it's picked up by Chad Barron.
And he's going to go the distance.
It's up to, and he's knocked out at the 2-yard line.
But I'll tell you, Chad, look at him.